I love making an advent calendar. I've made several over the years, and I'll link one at the end of this one. And I still use them every year. And I'm going to show you how to make a really simple one that is very effective. It's just an old piece of cardboard I'm starting with here that came with some furniture. First thing I need to do is square all this up to make sure that it's, well, square. So I've got my square on here, and I'm going to cut down there and get a completely square edge to start with. There we are. And now I can get this square by popping it up against my edge here that is also square, and running a ruler down it and getting it all nice and square using my cutting mat as a guide. And then I'll square all this up and show you what I'm going to do next. Well, that's square enough now. And what I'm going to do is cover this in some wrapping paper. And I've got a Merry Christmas wrapping paper here. But you don't have to cover it in wrapping paper if you don't want to. You can paint it, put some stickers on it, however you wish. But I want to make this nice and simple. Now, I want to use this for more than a year or so. So what I'm going to do is actually glue this all down using some PVA glue, and that way it will really help seal it all in nicely. So I'm going to turn that over, get some PVA glue, and then water it down a little bit so it's not quite as thick, and that'll allow me to be able to move bits about, and it will stop it drying really quickly, give me a bit more working time. I'm going to brush that on, making sure I get into everywhere and all those edges, and then lay my paper over the top of that, and then gently, using my fingers, just go over that and get rid of any air bubbles. If we didn't water that down, what would have happened is we wouldn't have been able to lift it off and then get rid of air bubbles. Now this will stretch out and it will wrinkle up a little bit because it's only a cheap wrapping paper. So as it dries, that will get rid of those wrinkles. I've also turned it over and put these weights on it because that way it will make sure it's stuck right down before the next bit. And I will leave that now for probably about half an hour, and that should be glued up really well and nice and flat. Well, that's dry enough now for me to do the next bit, which is fold it over here. Now, all I'm going to do is cut off at an angle here, leaving a bit of a gap there, like that, going all the way around. So fold that back on itself there, tuck that little bit in there like that, and that will make a nice, neat corner doing it like that. And then I can glue this onto the back of here, and that'll finish that off lovely. And then I can let that dry, and then I can go round and do exactly the same on this corner. Just tuck that little bit in, bring that over, give that a bit of a pull on there so it's nice and tight on there, and then do the same for this last edge. Go around all my edges and make sure they're nice and flat. And there we go. We've got that covered really well, and all the corners look lovely and neat. I'm just going to prop that up somewhere and let that dry while I work on the little bits that I'm going to make to put the actual gifts or notes or things like that in, whatever you want to put in them. I've cut out these box envelopes on my Cricut. All I searched for was box envelope, got some Christmas card that I've had kicking around for a long time. You could do this with old Christmas cards, last year's Christmas cards if you wanted to, but I didn't think about that until just now. That's the way I roll. So I'm going to make these up now, and they make up so easy. Now, if you haven't got a Cricut and you still want to do this, you can buy these little envelopes online. I will link some at the bottom in the description. Or you could just use small, tiny gift card envelopes. Still work just as well. Now that's going to be my top bit, so that's where my number's going to be. And I've cut all my numbers out on my Cricut as well that I can put on there. And again, you can get those online really relatively cheap. And that bit's going to fold that way. So really you want your number up there. And you can put those on before you start if you wish, or you could put them on afterwards. I'm going to pull mine off, put them roughly in the middle, and then you've got number 1 on there. So that's the first one that needs to be opened. And I'm going to be using my little glue pen for this because are less likely to make a lot of mess with that. So I'm just going to pop that on there like that, line up my edges, give it a push together until that's stuck. Line that right up, give it a bit of a squeeze, glue my flap down, and then we've got a nice little box then we can attach to the board that we've just made. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do all the rest, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. Well, I've finished all my boxes now, and that didn't take too long to do. So what I'm going to do now is glue these to this board in this configuration. I do want to make sure that I get them as level as possible. So what I'm going to do is put my ruler there like that, so I get them lined up going that way across. And for this, I'm going to be using my good old trusty cordless glue gun. And I won't need much glue on the back of these. All I need to do is lift them up like that, put a little bit of glue going all the way around, and then line it up, glue it on. And once these are done, I'm going to pop the little tab into the box so it comes up and has that little curl to it, but it still has the number, and then I can put a little gift in it or anything I want, a little card with a little saying on or something like that. So I'm going to finish that off, and then I'll show you how I'm going to finish off the whole thing. So I've got all my boxes on there now, glued on. Some are a little wonky, but it's homemade after all. Now what I'm going to do is I've got this ribbon here that I'm now going to glue on all the way around the edge. And again, all I'm going to be using for this is my hot glue gun to stick this on. Bring it up to the edge and then glue as I go along. That'll finish off that edge really nicely. But now I've got those on, I've chosen my little designs to go on the corner. I've got these, I think I got them from the pound shop. I've got a whole box of them. All I'm going to do is hot glue those on in each corner, going all the way around. Also, I've got these little Father Christmases. I got those again at the pound shop. They're going there. I mean, you could easily make those if you wanted to, but they're a bit fiddly to make. I tend to take the backing stickers off them because I want them to be on there more permanently, and then put some hot glue on. And then these are the transfers that I made on my other channel. I'll link how to make these. They're so easy to make. So I'm going to pop up a couple of those on, and then I'll show you what it all looks like finished. I've quickly glued a loop on the back using the same ribbon. And there we go, all finished. You've got all the numbers in. You can easily lift up the little envelope lids, pop something in there, a sweet, a little card, a little toy or something for people to open. And then the big one on the 25th. I love the way that's come out. I think it looks really cute, and probably didn't cost more than about £4 or £5 at the most to make, and can be used year after year. And you can hang it up or prop it up. It's entirely up to you. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that video. If you have, then please boot that like button. Check out the video I've got coming up next. If you want to see some other Christmas decorations that I've made that have been really popular, hit that subscribe button. But most of all, enjoy your crafting. Take care. Bye.